Peace. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Peace to the trade, Boston style. What's going on? This is your man Peoples coming to you live on
Fin Open Discussion. This is your boy Supreme co-hosting this type of joint. I like having these type of topics.
No doubt, no doubt. We did one before where it was, we brought what we do to you on a quick and rather rasp type of way. But we're open for discussions, you know what I'm saying? If you got an inbox and you can hit us up, people, y'all got my cell phone number. If you don't, hit me on Facebook and we'll get to your questions, all right? And whatever answers we can hit to you. You have a father that's and needs some kind of guidance. We're here for him. We're here for you too, but we're more here for the fathers. If you got a Corey, you're struggling with the Corey to get it through, to get that job, hit us up. Come and see us. We're located at 61 Columbia Road in Dorchester. That's on the corner of Columbia Road and Seaver Street, Dorchester, in the Manly Old Building. We're here between the hours of 9 and 6, 7? 9 to 5. 9 to 5, people. I try to give him a minute to commit to 7 o'clock, but it's 9 to 5 because he is a father. Just like myself. Peace to my kids. Peace to my queen. If you have a question, we're here for you.
So what's popping, everybody out there? Like you said, Fin Fathers in Need is an organization that's helping fathers. I'm not saying that we're the magic pill or the silver bullet that's going to be the answer to you, but we do the best we can for you. And no matter how small it is, it's something that you didn't have before. We became in your existence. So we have worked together or worked for you or with you. We do expect you guys to return that, reciprocate that by volunteering and helping other fathers who are in the same plight or struggle with you. But we don't do that. So basically, that's what we're here. We engage each other when we try to reach out to other fathers who are saying that they want to give up, or they got an issue they need somebody to come to that's been working on these things. We here. That's all. Basically.
Gentlemen, understand this. I want you to understand it, okay? The help you seek is not a one-day thing. It takes time. It takes togetherness to make it happen. You come to us for the help. We need you to follow up on that help and get back to us with whatever information you're gathering from our help. Don't come once. Don't come twice. Make it a daily thing. Like when you go to light a blunt. Think, wait a minute. There's a meeting going on with some brothers that I want to attend. Smoke that blunt on the way. Get nice. Come. Partake. We're asking only 2 times out of the month. 2 times out of the month, we help you. Okay? But in order for us to help you, you got to come and see us. We're also located on Facebook at FIN. Okay? FIN. Fathers in Need.
Yeah, and you can email us at FIN, FIN, the number 4, fathers at gmail.com. And we respond to our emails and so forth, so on. And if you do leave a message in the Finn's Facebook message box, we do respond to those as well.
Absolutely. You will guarantee get a response within 24 to 48 hours. But please, we're not about downgrading. We're not about making you feel small. We're not about taking away your power. We're about enriching your power as a father. As a father. Not just as an individual, but as a father, because we have been deemed unfit to provide for our family. But there are fathers out there that are successful, and I commend you 100%. 100% for dedicating your 100% to your little one children or stepchildren or godchildren or whatever the child may be in your life. I praise, applaud you for stepping up. That's one father to another.
Okay. So this is our open discussion thing. So again, like however you want to get know us brothers, you're here in Boston, Massachusetts. You can come to one of our meetings. If you're not from Boston, you think you want to do travel, come to one of our meetings on the second and the fourth Wednesday. It's from 6 to 8 o'clock. Maybe we could probably touch you and help you and support you on what your issue is or your cause is. So now this is the open discussion part. We didn't explain who Finn is, what we is. Now you got the brothers of Finn here. I'm ready to get into the game and talk about it.
Let's go, people. Hit me on Facebook at Finn. I'm gonna pick up my phone right now. If you got the questions, throw it out with the answer for you. Yo, this is your man Peoples Clay on Facebook. You can hit me up. My brother Supreme, he's also on Facebook. We're doing big things. We're making things happen. But it takes a nation, not only a family, to raise a child. Hit us up, people. What's going on?
So, here at Finn, we've been working on the Father's Bill of Rights. We're gonna, putting that stuff out there because we think the fathers need to start, coming together and structuring themselves, and it's nothing wrong with becoming a better father for your child. You're doing this for your children. You ain't doing this for no other reason but that. So if that's the case, you should be willing to sit down and talk to other people who may, you may have answers for them. It's not the fact that they have answers for you, but it's going to take us coming together to do that. So we need to show forth that what we participated to make, we're participating in to help develop, grow, and that's more than finance. Financial is important, but I think the nurturing and the part of the father being in the life is more important than the finance. And again,
Is it Supreme Entertainment on YouTube?
This is the Supreme Entertainment channel. Yeah, that's where we're on right now. So
come on, people, get at us. Search us up. We're live. Come on, talk to me.
Yeah, so we're live. Y'all on here. Y'all got questions if you don't know. Now you know.
For sure. Come on, join us.
I should have been, ready with some materials. As we move on in this program, we'll have material. We're going to be going into graphics. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff as we move this along. It's including the sound base. The sound base will be better as well. And that's on our program and stuff. Open discussion. Let's see. It's me and you, man. You discussing, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Here's my thing. This is what I want to discuss.
Discuss it, bro. Bring it up. I'm with you.
How should a father respond to baby mama, all right, who has multiple men?
Wait. How does what?
A baby mama. How do you respond to a multiple men?
How do you respond to a baby mama with multiple men?
Yeah.
Very simple. If you have a seed with this woman, be a father. Foremost, if anything else counts, you be a father to the child. Why? Because your child didn't ask for you to impregnate that mother, knowing damn well that she was a thought. Now,
She was more than that then.
back then, yeah, but now she's a thought in your process of how to deal with your child. She's got multiple men going around your kid. Yo, make it your point to go get your kid more than just on the weekend. If you got time during the week, go get him during the week. What? Your blunt too more important than your kid? Come on. Really?
So do you really think that you should approach that baby mama and say something to her about that?
Nah. I mean, why? Why are you gonna approach a baby mama and say something to her? Just to cause and create an argument? Because that's what you're doing.
Why should your child be so subjected and submerged into that?
No child should be, but you're outside the box now. You know what I'm saying? You can voice your opinion to that baby mama, but that's about it. You want to do more about it.
So you agree?
No, I don't agree.
You should voice your opinion.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done. Let me finish. If you don't like circumstances, what's going on in the household, next step, custody. Better your life as a father, get yourself in the right position, then fight for that child. Take that child outside that home and let the child see the mother every other weekend or every weekend.
So she can carry on with her life.
Let her be what she is. A thought in some other man's mind.
Okay, so that does make sense, but some moms ain't gonna let that go without a fight and so forth, so on.
They're not gonna let it go down and fight. So you just gotta put in more of an effort. Why? Because the courts are on the mother's side 99% of the time. There's very few chances that the father gets custody of the child in the court's eye. Why? Because the mother is turned.
Well, lately it's been changing, but slowly.
Lately, but given time and day it is, mothers are still superseding in the court. But we gotta fight harder.
Yeah, well, that's because the laws that were drafted around at the time they were drafted.
The laws were drafted around that time around the woman. The was drafted around the woman at that time. The housing was just the laws. How you dress. I mean, shall I go on? Everything has been housed around since the creation of time, management, and law.
And isn't that crazy? Because most of the politicians and the candidates that's ran or been in public office has been male driven. And why has it been male driven? Because they had a lot of shit to fucking look at all the dirty ass Republicans and people that are associated with the White House. Look what the fuck is happening to them right now. Why? Because they've had hidden agendas and they were fucking around back in the day and they thought the shit was not gonna come back and do what? Bite them in the ass. Even the 45th president. Man, but he hanging. He still got his. He good. Leave Trump alone. No. Trump do to an extent, dog. Trump. I'm sorry. Trump woke all you black folk up. Y'all black folks thought y'all was tipping through the gardens with tulips in the air. And everything was all good.
We shall succeed at the 46th. Because why?
Why? You running?
I am.
Yeah,
he was claiming for president. What you think? Yeah. Let me know.
I'll vote.
All right, that's one vote.
You going against Trump?
Hell yeah.
You got me.
Down with Trump. Or with people's claim for president. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Tax all the rich fucking people. Tax them 75%. What? No, 85% of their fucking network.
Now we flip it around, give poor people the tax breaks that the rich people would give, and give the rich people the.
Hot damn, I like that idea. Free tax for the poor. Free tax for the poor.
Rotate it around, you know what I'm saying?
Tax them white people making all that money.
What I'm trying to say though is it's strange because now the political realm is kind of changing now. It's shifting to a few.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's shifted.
That's true.
But now, does that mean this is more of an opportunity for men to begin?
Hey, wait. Hold on a second. I want to give a big up to Ayanna Presley. You go, girl. See you in Congress.
Yeah. You know, people sisters are all up in there. You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure. We need strong-minded young people to start representing this city the way it needs to be done. The elders have tried and they didn't do what they said they were going to do. I'm sorry, but y'all fucked up. Y'all didn't do what y'all said you was going to do. Young people that are running for Congress, Senate, City Council, state reps. If you're running for mayor, take your community first. Take your community first. Take care of the ones that put you in the office. Get us what we need. We don't need these high rises being built in our city and we can't fucking afford them shit. Okay? Why are we building them? Because Marty want to let it happen. Marty, what are you doing? You're running the middle class and the lower class out the city or into the streets.
Oh, you know, I had put out there on my Facebook page at one point, somebody give me the answer, all right, to what is the point of the what's that tax that number that rises when your paycheck does the cost of living.
Cost of living. What?
Yeah, that cost of living.
That's a joke.
What the
That's
hell
a
is
joke.
that shit? Why does the cost of living always it's more than what the fuck you live with?
Why is that? They took the word of the landlords when they said that they didn't want no more rent control. When they abolished that rent control, the landlords started doubling their rent significantly at $500 a year. Significantly by $500. Think about it. Back in the early 80s, a decent 3-bedroom apartment in Boston or in Cambridge or in Somerville was $18. Decent. Not no down, fucked up, nasty looking. We're talking decent, semi-modern for the 80s. You know what I'm saying? It was about between 16 and 1800. One person could do it.
Get a studio for $600 to $900.
You got a single room. You got a single room for $500. Or according to what you was making back then. Now all that is gone. The shelters are overflowing. There's nowhere for people to go. They're stuck on the streets. They need housing help. We don't need these places built that don't want to support us. We need places built that's going to get us what we need.
You keep going. I ain't got nothing to do with you.
But we just can't afford it. The Inkwell is being built. What middle family is going to be able to afford the Inkwell? You got to make.
Oh no, they got some affordable units.
Bro, listen. Me and my 20s checked this. Let me tell you about the Inkwell. Their units are 20 for low income, 10 for seniors, and like 5 for wheelchairs. And the price bracket by how much you make a year. The apartment, you're looking for an apartment that's going for a 3-bedroom apartment. Okay, we'll say a 3-bedroom apartment because that's what most people are looking for. Apartment is going to run you in a year. Okay, they're going by what you make a year. Between 45 and 55,000. That means one person can only be working in that household. If 2 are there, you're making too much. You're making too much. So you're getting an apartment for yourself and 2 other people that's not in that under your care. That's the only way you're getting the low income housing. For a husband and wife that's making 90,000 a year, 85,000 a year, you're making too much. You can't get in. You can't get in. The federal guidelines for these apartments and what they're doing to the middle class families is straight up wrong. They are raping us. They're taking us for granted. They're taking our land away from us. They're building to bring the
It is Columbus Day.
white man, Columbus. Why are we still celebrating that slave runner?
He was actually Spanish.
He was still a slave runner. Why are we celebrating him?
I mean, Chris discovered America.
No, he didn't. He thought this was flat.
Chris discovered America, y'all. That's how they say it. No, some cities are beginning to not recognize Christopher Columbus Day as a holiday anymore because of the
The history.
of it. Yeah,
Exactly. He came, he loaded up a bunch of slaves and was like, come with me, let's go travel the world. And what happened? He turned around and sold their asses as soon as he got to the free world.
like that.
He sold us.
But no, he wasn't a slave owner. Christopher actually was a Spaniard who was interested in traveling, and he didn't know if she pointed that whatever. England is where he got his money for these Nenta, the Pinta, and the whatever.
And the Santa Maria for us.
Yeah,
The cargo. Real cargo then. Livestock.
No, actually, it was their jails was with their cargo because it was the pilgrims that they sent off. The population.
A pilgrimage to go find black men and women. That's where you red bones came from. Think about it.
Right. You know you were a red boy, right?
Nah, I ain't red. I don't look red. Do I look red to you?
Y'all see the red?
Nah, I'm a black man. Go on, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how Christopher really came about. He just basically stumbled upon this. His whole thing was to take these ships, and they were supposed to go over the edge and never come back. He was also not supposed to come back, but they just kept going, and they came across these lands that had silk, stuff like that, and then it ended up later as a distribution of silk and sticks and all that,
Hogwash.
weed and everything was
Hogwash.
traveling.
Yeah, he was smoking weed, all right.
Bodies began to get involved. Slave trade started.
Didn't he go to Jamaica too?
Yeah. He went to Jamaica, but they
He
ran
got
him.
high.
They ran him out of Jamaica actually. Which was that's what the history supposedly says. That when they landed on Jamaica, he was pushed out. Jamaica wasn't having that shit. That's been strange though. If he, I don't know if he landed. I'm gonna try to see if I can see if he landed on Jamaica first, Then came here, or
He had to. He had to stop in Jamaica. We think he got all the herbs from. That's right. Columbus smoked the first blunt on the Mayflower.
so everybody like their own first one in Columbus.
Showing up. Showing up. Salute.
Mm.
But, oh, we don't talk. Fathers, we're here. We're here. We are here to help you.
Yeah, sometimes you know you need somebody to talk to. And we're that group, you know. And, we try to work with you where you're at. Not, you know.
Well, we work with you from where you're at, but where you're at, you're not happy. So you're trying to get to where you want to be happy. In order to do that, you need a place to vent, a place where you're not going to be judged because of the way you talk.
Yeah, we take all your negative energy and we try to replenish it with a lot of positive energy.
It doesn't take one time. It doesn't take one time, fellas. It takes a commitment. It's a lifetime commitment that you signed up for when you had the child. So let's make it a lifetime commitment to the dedication of making sure that you are able to provide for that child. God forbid that one day that mother is there and there's no one else around that can take care of that child and it falls on you.
Yeah, see, if you better your life, you can break the cycles. You know, there's a lot of negative cycles in our life that we carry on from our ancestors. And we're still trying to break all those cycles. The question is, you know, first off, realize this. You wasn't given any kind of structured manual on how to be a father. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't the only image of fatherhood you probably got is watching your father raise you or watch other fathers with their children. But when it's you, it's different because it's more of a direct link that you have to have those answers. You have to be there to be, you know, responsive to the need. You know, you have to, stand up and be that figure that young child can depend upon. You know, whether or not you will become, the hero, or whether you become, the fan of the child, that's questionable. That's already on you. All about what you do and how you do it.
See, father, your child learns from what your child sees. They see you in and out with different women. That's what they're going to do. When they get older, they're going to mimic what they see. They're going to mimic what they see you do. They are going to mimic you to a point you're going to be like, damn, I can't stand you. Why? Because they're acting just like you. You grew up in a single family home. No dad, but you had a strong mom. I had a strong mom, no dad. I turned out all right, but I would have probably turned out maybe 5 times better if I knew who my father was.
Let's talk about that. Do you, because of the fact that you don't know who your father is, does that bother you even now?
It does. It does, and I talk to my wife about this every day, and she kind of understands where I'm coming from, but being a black man, 50 years old, born in the late 60s, I was born 68, folks, 68. My mom's told me that you seen your father one time, but you was too small to remember seeing him. I said, well, what happened to him? What happened to him? Where'd he go? she had no answers for me. You know, I was a little kid and I asked that question. She had no answers for me. So I let it go. You know, and every 8 years, it would pop in my head with my pops. You know, and I would ask my mom, and she was like, "Well, I told you everything I know." She would tell me that he's from Florida. Uh, she told me that he said he was going out to get a pack of smokes, and that was the last time she seen him. A pack of smokes. Now, from what I remember on my street growing up as a little boy, there was a store right down the street called Phil's Variety.
Mm.
It was like a block up the street. Which way the fuck? What store did he go? Central Square? Jumped on the train, was like, "See you later, Margie. I'm gone."
I'm sure there's some painful stuff that moms is not releasing to you. And yeah, that does leave a void in your area.
A big black fucking void. You know what I'm saying? A big void.
But now, let me ask you, do you think that somewhat affected the way you live your life as a man and the reason why you and your child's moms is not?
No, I think more or less the reason why, you know, I am where I am today is because I didn't know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so being known that, I decided, you know, I'm gonna try and be in my kids' lives one way or another. If it was there from the time of birth or it was time after birth,
Mm-hmm.
may it be present in future right now. I try to make
So
sure
you
that
broke
I'm
that
there.
cycle.
Right. I gotta break that cycle. You know what I'm saying? Because for my kids, they know who I was. Two knew who I was from birth. The other two did not.
Mm.
But my middle baby, she knew who I was, but she was taken away at a young age to go live down south with her mom. Long story short. So I had to break that cycle of not being a father that was in my kids' lives. I missed some time in their lives because of the mother. The mothers. I'm not gonna say it, the mothers. But we moved past that. And today I am a better father because of not knowing who my father was. I had no groups, none of that shit out there to help me. It was me against the courts and child support. Courts and child support, no men's group. Back then, 1987. It goes back to the beginning of the first life. And I learned from that. Even though I slipped and didn't learn real good, I slipped. I got re-educated. I slipped again. I got re-educated again. I said, the hell with that. I'm going to be there for my boy. I love you, Q.
So let me ask you, when you would want forgiveness for the kids that you were unable to be there every day or the lots of days, right?
I know that's a slippery door. I'm not going to slide through that fucking door. I'm going to put it to you like this, bro. I'm going to put it like this. My kids took upon themselves to make their decision whether or not to forgive me for not being there or for being there. My kids took that decision on themselves. I'm taking my decision as a grown father that has four, that had no father. I excommunicate you, Carlton Lindsay, Grissett, whoever you may be, if that is truly your name. I excommunicate you. You're no longer a part of me. You are a donor, so to speak. Thank you. Thank you. I look just like you. But
That's creepy.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Because I'm 10 times doper. But no, I don't expect my kids to accept or reject. I leave it up to them to make up their own decision. And they all four me with open arms. My three grandchildren love Papa Ren to the fullest. Yes. Yes.
So now, let's talk about the experiences of being a father. You know, because like my experience with my firstborn, I wasn't like really ready.
No one's never ready, bro.
Well, I was ready for like number three, 2 and 3. Well, 3 kind of got a little mixed up. Well, it's a long story, but I mean, I didn't really get the father's game until like after the 4th child, up to the 4th child.
Me too. Me too.
It's crazy. Because like sometimes I look back at some of the experiences and the trauma that I created, you know, within some of my children, through you know the separating and them seeing the 2 parents being apart, and we're not thinking, we're just thinking our own personal, selfish, uh, 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 sexual lust or whatever have to be running off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we're not thinking about, you know, hey, you know, how's this kid's missing me. This kid is wondering where I am. This kid is, you know, I mean, that to me, I mean, made me want to stay. Now, I was raised, and my pops was an alcoholic. He did abuse me, you know, through, you know, beating me with broomsticks to, you know, because I took up martial arts and used to, you know, oh, you break up 2x4, nigga, huh? That's up, Doc. I like you. But he did make me a hard man, you know, and you know, despite the dysfunction, you know, that was there, you know, and I had both parents in my, you know, and what was crazy is that I didn't have to run in the streets. I didn't have to do none of that. You know, Mom, you know, she kind of laid everything out for us.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she wasn't really the type of lady that just like, you know, pushed you to the point, okay, you don't want to do this? Well, you're going to learn. Because you're going to do there's going to be a couple of things that you're going to learn. And there's going to be a couple of things that's going to come out of it. And she broke all those things down to me. But I've always been like always challenging the rules, man. You know, my pops was the subservient one. He was, you know, yes sir, you know, yes ma'am type dude.
Really?
Yes. Which was crazy because Mom's was Black Panther and NAACP and Rainbow Coalition, and he was subservient, you know. Yeah.
Maintenance. I see where the domination comes from.
You know, the
Mama do.
Yeah, maintenance.
God praises. God praises.
Maintenance. He was a maintenance extraordinaire.
So that's where you get your handyman skills from.
Yeah,
peace and knowledge. Peace and knowledge. See, you learn something new about someone every single day. Every single day. But you know, it's kind of odd that you say you didn't grasp the father experience until like your 4th child. Right. It's the same for me because I got 3 girls. Now. Blessing understands. Blessing is understanding this. My first child, I was told that she was being boarded, but was kept behind my back. And I wasn't informed about this until my check at Harvard University back in 1989 got ciphered. And I'm like, what's this? Child support for who? And then they told me, I'm like, well, then she said she wasn't gonna have this now. She's not even in the state. I couldn't see her. The state was not willing to tell me back then when my firstborn was. So I had no contact, no relationship with her, and she still holds this against me today.
I mean, you knew Father's Day. Y'all got rugged. It was rugged in the beginning of all this mess.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There was no voice for the father back in 1980s, 70s, 60s, 50s, how far back child support goes. But understand, the struggle has gotten a little bit better for us, a little bit, because now we are getting a little bit more friendlier response from the DOR, even though it may not seem like it, but they're not coming at you with fangs. They're being a little bit more understanding. If you're being upfront and honest with them. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you be upfront and honest with them, they work with you a lot better. If you go in there and you straight bullshitting and lying to them, they're gonna see right through you. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Don't bullshit them. That's what I'm saying. Well, it's coming up to the close, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We would love to sit here and open discussion with y'all all night. Hopefully, some of the information that you may have heard may have lightened your night, and or answered your question, or made you inspired to begin to do something for you, and knowing that you're not alone. Fathers in Need is always available, to you. Again, if you want to reach out to us, it's Fin, it's FIN, the number 4, fathers@gmail.com, or you can
Hit us on Facebook.
Hit us on Facebook and so forth, so on. But there are going to be other tools that will reach out to us. It's just that because we're a hands-on and active organization, it's kind of hard for us to really take on all kind of a tidal wave of what we know that's out there called. So, but if you get this message, that means that you stumbled on to something that fate wanted you to stumble upon. Join us every second Wednesday at 61 Columbia Road at 6 to 8 p.m. And you can ask more questions then.
Don't forget, folks, without fathers being in the child's life, there is a door that's going to remain open, and it could turn around and bite you in the ass. So what I'm saying to you ladies, if you got a child by a man, let that man be a father to the child. Let it happen. The child needs his father. This is your man Peoples. I'm saying peace to you. Love you to be.